Hi, guys. My name is Kyle. This is my wife, Jennifer, and we're both full-time realtors in Northeast Pennsylvania, living in the Poconos. For this new year, we've decided to create a video series to give you guys an insight into our lives as full-time realtors, parents, and everything that comes along with it. We have a lot of conversations about a lot of different topics, from life to real estate, and we thought it'd be a good idea to record some of these conversations that might be helpful to other people.
We are very new to this. We have been very private on social media for a while, so this is very uncharted territory to us. It might take some time to work out the kinks, so please bear with us as we get rolling on this project.
We have a few things in store for you guys moving forward, but for today, what we're going to do is we're going to play a little game. We got some index cards here with some questions on it for each other, see how well we know each other, and maybe you guys can learn something about us as well. All right. Well, I will get started with the first question then.
Oh, you get the first question.
Yeah, I get the first question.
Okay.
All right. First question. What is your favorite season? I guess I'm supposed to guess what your favorite
You're supposed
season.
to guess what my favorite
All right. Yeah,
season
yours is summer. Easy.
Okay. Yeah. I would say that yours is fall.
Yep. Yep, you're right.
Is summer a second? Like the runner-up, you think?
Yeah, more of like a transition from spring to summer.
Like May?
May's a good month.
Okay. Because of the turkeys?
Yes.
Okay. Very interesting.
Well, it's more into April, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I do like it. I mean, obviously fall, the leaves changing, the weather changing, getting your jeans and boots back out and hunting season.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's definitely for me. Summer, obviously for you, being that it's warm, you are more of the summer seasons. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I definitely think that summer is my number one, being that I grew up in South Florida and I love the sun and the water, and that's just naturally makes sense. But I do feel like fall is probably like my runner-up.
Yep.
You know, not like super cold fall, but maybe like the beginning of October.
Just when it starts to feel like it, but it doesn't get cold.
Yeah, like when it's chilly enough to like sit outside with the fire and like, you know, enjoy it and not be frigid.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the leaves start falling and the kids like are not like dying from like the heat and sweating, and you know they like to play in the leaves and stuff, and like you kind of get that like happy chill in the air, but then you know misery is around the corner.
It's not that bad. That's the thing. Being from Pennsylvania, it's different. Like each season, I get excited for each new season. So it's always something to look forward to. But yes, winter can get a little cold and long.
It gets gloomy, and the short days, I think, get to me.
Yeah,
I think that, you know, it being, you know, 4:30, getting dark is just like messes with my clock a little bit.
Yeah.
And the vitamin D deficiency. It gets me.
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah. Just so you know, with these questions, we're starting off with pretty easy ones. So they get pretty easy, and then they will get a little more in-depth as we go. But yeah, you want to grab the next one?
Yeah. Okay. The worst vacation ever taken together.
Yeah.
I have to guess what your answer is for that.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
If I had to guess, I would have to say when we were on our way to Arkansas and you got really sick and like we almost didn't make it to get on the plane to go to Arkansas with your family.
That's my second.
I think that kind of set up for a bad vacation.
Yeah, but the rest of it was pretty decent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was good though. During the vacation? Oh, Disney.
Yeah, Disney.
For sure.
Disney was awful.
I forgot we went to Disney. That was a horrible vacation.
Yeah, I did not like Disney.
What do you think for me?
I was going to say Disney for you,
say
too.
The same thing. I probably would agree with you. I've had like mental breakdowns at Disney.
There's a lot of people that have fun at Disney. We were not one of them. The hotel was awesome, but lugging the 3 kids around the parks, hot, and the first hour they're tired and done, and it was too expensive for me.
Is there a question about what's your favorite vacation in here?
No.
Okay. Do you have an answer for that?
Well, we go down to Florida a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if there's one particular, but we try to go down to the Keys each year. So I think I enjoy all of those trips down there.
There is not one that was your favorite.
I mean, there's one that we did a short vacation, just the two of us.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that. We don't get to get away a lot, just the two of us.
Yeah.
So we did get away once, just the two of us kind of getting down there and being able to spend some time together. But the kids love it down there, so that's why we go down there. Beaches, parks, and just such nice weather.
Yeah, they like the Keys, I think, more than the theme parks. That's what they would keep voting for.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah. What about you? You have a favorite?
Yeah, I think I would agree that so far anyway, I did like the trip that we took by ourselves when we went to Universal together.
Yeah.
I also I liked the trip where we went to the Everglades with Evan and Jesse, and we
that was a lot of fun.
took the boat through all the alligators, and Chase was the baby.
That was my first time fishing down there.
Yeah, so that was enjoyable. It was fun. But yeah, I mean, I always have fun in the Keys, and then like when we had the Airbnb, that was nice. Last year when we went to Hawks Cay, it was really nice. Everybody was on their best behavior. Everyone was very relaxed.
Yeah,
it was a really good time. This year was a little more difficult there than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know that we've had our best vacation yet. Hopefully.
No.
But.
Well, that's the thing. Anybody that has young kids out there will know it's tough. Yeah. It's from airplane to travel to just. It's 7:00 and everybody's ready to go to bed and you're on vacation. Yeah. So, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that can relate with us on that. So as they get older, it'll get easier. Maybe we'll be able to take some more vacations, just the two of us as well. But we'll see. We'll see what's kind of out there. Mm-hmm. All right. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? Now, hold on. Is this how young are we going here? Like the first thing you can remember you wanted to be?
No, I don't know. I guess like
because like I have stages.
Okay, I mean you could say that, but I would. Yeah, you have to guess for me. But
yeah, I know what you wanted
like
to
while
be.
you were growing up, or like while you were in school, like what was your plan? And then obviously, like we didn't land with what we planned. Yeah. So. All
right. Well, for you, it's easy. You wanted to be a marine biologist. So being from Florida, that's what she wanted to do. Mm-hmm. She loved the ocean. So that was what you wanted to do, and it's a little tough to do that in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
So.
Quite ironic.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little scared of the ocean.
You are. That's. We'll probably get to that. But she loves the ocean, but won't go in it. So. But.
I think I always thought that, and I kind of always knew I'd have to pick a job where I face my fears.
Yeah.
I think that
you got to feel.
That's where you grow, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
For you.
Yeah. There's a lot of answers.
Yeah, I don't even know how to answer this question. I would say that you wanted to go back 100 years and be a cowboy.
Yeah, but I never told anybody that.
I don't know. I know you studied criminal justice for a while.
Do you know why I picked criminal justice? So, yes, my first going into college, I went criminal justice. But do you know why?
Because of Pat?
No.
No.
Because
I don't know if
the math courses were not.
Oh, yes, you did tell me this.
Yeah, there weren't many math courses I had to get through.
I don't know.
That's why I went. I did have an interest in it. Like, I liked it. But when I looked at different paths, I had to avoid math at all costs. So that's kind of why I settled on that. And that only lasted like one semester. And then I dropped that.
Yeah, something tells me that like your original dreams were like soccer player.
Yeah, my first grade, what do you want to be career day? Yeah, I was a soccer player.
Yeah, game warden, maybe.
That's what criminal justice was going to. So I
Okay.
wanted to go criminal justice to be a game warden.
Okay.
But yeah, it didn't work. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
You don't always get what you.
No, I don't know if I would have been happy with that. So
Yeah, things change.
yeah, they definitely do.
If you could go anywhere on vacation, where would it be?
For you? I have to guess you.
No, I have to guess you first.
Oh,
I
okay.
think. Oh boy, if you could go anywhere on vacation
Currently.
Currently?
Like, yes, you should know this. Wow. I can give you a hint if you need it.
I don't know. I feel like there's like a mixture of places that like I think you would like to go. Like
All right. Hold on a minute. Before you answer, I'd say just you're right, but the I'd say the bigger vacation, something that's not like, oh yeah, we'll pick it up and do tomorrow.
I feel like you want to go to Africa.
Nope.
No.
Wow, babe.
Alaska.
This is something you need tickets for, but not counting plane
Oh, the
tickets.
Liverpool game.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yep.
That's not like a vacation.
Yes, it is.
I feel like that was like a
That's like a bucket list vacation.
yeah, like a check it off kind of trip. I didn't think it was like a whole.
No, I'll spend a week out there.
I'm making a lot of noise. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. To be
I don't
fair,
know why
I've
that
talked
wasn't
about a
at the
lot of
top of
different
my-
places for vacation.
So
All
what
right.
do you think for me?
Oh, Greece.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. I didn't even that's the only vacation she talks about is going to Greece.
Yeah, I don't know if I care too much about going many other places. Greece, Turks and Caicos has always been on the list. I have never been out of the country yet. We do have our passports, but I've not left yet. So I hope.
Take a trip
Hope
up to
to
Canada.
Yeah.
And break
That's
you
all
in.
we'll end up doing with our passports.
Break you in. So, alrighty. If you could time travel, would you visit the past or the future? You can't change anything. This is just visiting.
Visit.
Yes. So, like, yeah, I'll leave it at that. So, for you, I guess, is this a you or me or more of a personal thing?
I think you need to guess. I think that's how we've been playing.
Oh, man. I think you'd be more interested in the future than the past.
Okay.
So that's what I would think. I think you would want to go see how the future looks.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm quite torn about that.
Really?
I feel like I would go like back and like see my grandfather.
Yep.
And then I think I'd be afraid kind of too to see the future because like then like you have to come back to the present and live like knowing what's in the future,
Yep.
which could be good and could be bad, So, would you, be living to change the future or you can't change the future?
Yeah, I'd say you can't change it.
So
Yeah.
there's a lot of different like things that come into play with that. And I don't know. I think like it would freak me out to see my kids like grown up or like
Grandkids.
if like
Nothing.
one of like if you were gone or something
Yeah.
like that would be like really weird, you
Yeah.
know? So I think the past would be safer. Since I already know what happened in the past
Yeah.
and you can visit people that are gone now.
Yeah.
But I think you would go in the future.
Nope.
I don't think that
Nope. I have no interest in knowing what's going to happen.
but you have no interest, I feel like, in the past.
No, I
either.
don't. But if I had to pick one,
Okay. I got it.
I do not want to know what's going to happen in the future,
Yeah.
especially if you can't change it.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
I don't know what I would do in the past, but I don't care like either way necessarily, but
Well, I think you would want to spend time with people or
yes.
something.
Well, so I was going to put a question in here, and it was like a question that kind of everybody says is like, if you could have lunch with one person, fictional, non-fictional, dead, alive, whatever, who would it be?
Mm-hmm.
But I decided not to put that in there. I think like your most common one, obviously, would be like, Jesus or something like that.
Yeah.
But if we had to pick somebody from our past, would definitely be my grandfather.
Yeah, and I think that's normal for
Yeah.
To also say like, oh, it'd be my grandparent, you know.
Yep. Most definitely. But all right. It's your turn. I just read that one.
Look, I already
You
forgot.
go after me.
What is each other's love language? You are definitely words of affirmation.
No.
You changed.
No, I think I'm still that, but I do think part of that is changing.
Okay. Where do you think that you're shifting into?
I don't know. I think I'm shifting to kind of mesh with yours a little bit.
With which one?
The quality.
I do.
She has 7.
No,
just so you know.
I have 2 that are pretty even.
Yeah, she loves getting gifts. So
No,
hers.
I do not.
No, hers is
Do not
quality
get me
time.
gifts.
Quality time. Yeah, you're not words of affirmation.
There was one more that was like equal.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Physical touch?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm saying mine would probably be going more towards the quality time if it were to shift. Like,
Okay. I
But-
could see that.
but like kind of, yeah.
I wish that there was like one that I guess like some of them like embody actions, like the acts of service and stuff.
Yeah.
But like I don't necessarily care for like the servicing part as much as I care for like, you know what I mean? Like doing the dishes and stuff is like, that doesn't do anything, you know, but it's like more like if you did what you said you were going to do, or
Yeah.
like the people who
Actions.
yeah, like, you know, and, you know, your love language goes across to anybody, your friends, your acquaintances, your family, whatever. Like, if people are doing those things that,
Yep.
you know, speak to you, then you're going to, you know, feel the love. And so I feel like, you know, there's got to be like an actions one for like doing what you said you were going to do. You know, I guess that goes under acts of service, but I feel like acts of service is more of like a serving you kind of thing.
It's maybe more direct.
Yeah. Or like doing a chore or something like that. And
Yeah.
that's not necessarily what I mean by actions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody out there has not taken the I think it was her 7.
No, I think it's 5.
Really?
I could be wrong.
All right.
It's
Well,
been
it'd
so
help if I
long.
knew them all. But if anybody has not done that, where you take that test to see what your love language is, especially if you're married, you need to do that.
Yeah.
It does, you know, at least you kind of know what your partner is.
It's good to know. It has been helpful. It's something that we did like premarital
Oh, yeah.
and like has
And then
helped
again,
us.
after we got married,
Yeah.
we did it in church.
Yeah. And so like they even have like you can figure out what your kids' love language is and like learn how to like serve each other and like what, you know, just because something works for you doesn't mean it works for somebody else. So, you know, sometimes Kyle comes at me with all the words and that doesn't do anything for me. I'm not a words of affirmation kind of person.
Yep.
So I would rather him like spend time with me and touch me and stuff like that. And so like that's where I see the love. And if you don't know that about each other, it's very easy to get confused. Like, why does this person not care that I'm doing this?
Yeah.
Because they don't see love that way.
Yeah, it shuts your communication down too. So
Yeah. So it's good to be aware.
yeah, like I said, just check it out if you've never done it. It's helpful. Okay, where was our first date, and what did I wear? This
You would get this question so that you have to
I
guess.
did not. Well, this was more like I wanted her to guess this for what I thought because we have very different opinions on this. Why don't you go first?
You want me to guess?
Yeah.
I know that you would say that it was at the hockey game
Yep.
and followed by Cracker Barrel.
What was I wearing?
A jersey
What kind of jersey?
of Phantoms.
No, you're
Flyers.
close. Yes. All right.
No, but it was a Phantoms game.
It was a Phantoms game.
Yes. Okay. But it was a Flyers jersey. Yeah. I have a picture of you
Yes.
that day.
That is what I think you think our first date is too.
that is not our first date. We were accompanied by my ex-boyfriend. So I don't think that was...
I knew we were on our first date. She just didn't know that yet.
I don't think so. I like purposely sat next to you and offered you my fries. And
She
you
don't
said no.
She don't know.
So it could have been a date if you accepted the fries.
I did.
I don't think you did.
No.
I think you were like a little skittish.
I was playing hard to get.
Yeah.
But
I think that truly our first date outside of our home environment was going to Chick-fil-A and then a Bible study.
okay. I can say I don't remember that. But I believe you.
What do you mean?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Let's move on.
Oh gosh. What in your life brings you the most joy besides your family? Do I still have to guess first, even though I guessed the last one? I guess so.
Yes, I'm gonna make you go first again.
I would say hunting, being in the woods, outdoors type stuff, fishing, being on a boat, doing anything outdoors.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think my answer for that is I can't pick one thing, but it's anything that involves outdoors.
Yeah.
Whether playing soccer, golf, hunting, fishing, riding a dirt bike, whatever. Anything outside is my comfort zone.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I think for you, it is kind of the opposite. Well, that's not true.
How so?
No. Yeah, I'm thinking... I think what brings you joy if you were sitting on a beach with your toes in the sand, relaxing. Anything warm weather related brings you joy.
Yeah.
Pool, beach, water, even on a boat.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you also can curl up like in bed with a book and kind of get lost in that too.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, I'd take my book in the bath or my bed or in the pool. And I feel like that's like the most attainable joy other than, our family and kids. But would I like to take that book on a boat or to the beach? Absolutely.
So it's a book anywhere else.
But I don't always have the option to do that.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that we have a swimming pool that I can lay in.
Yeah.
And
our vacation at home.
Relax in with my book.
Yep. All right. All right, we got 3 more. Ooh, what is your greatest fear?
Oh, it's a deep one.
All right, are we going rational fear? Irrational fear?
Both.
Are you going? Oh boy. Okay. Well,
Shoot it.
I'm gonna say rational umbrella here of losing the kids.
Of course.
Or me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if that's what you're looking for or if you're looking for something else, but let's just go with that for rational. Irrational. Oh boy.
There's so many.
She has a lot. She thinks that if she opens the door to get her packages, she's going to get shot by a drive-by shooting. So that's one of them. But she also thinks if she goes to a pond and sticks her fingers in it, a shark is going to come take her hand off. So I don't know if I can pick one.
No, I don't know if I could pick one either. I have so many irrational fears. Like, just ridiculous. Like, there's going to be a snake in the toilet bowl.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be a snake when I open the dryer door. There's going to be a snake, like,
snakes
greeting me everywhere.
She doesn't like snakes.
Coming through the vents in our bed. Lots of snakes, lots of mice. Just silly things. Obviously, like, fears of, like, people breaking in the middle of the night and, somebody ever, taking my kids or... the crazy evil out there.
Oh, yeah.
Normal.
It's out there.
Rational fears for sure because the evil lives. But, so many irrational fears. I mean, I don't like. I can't take. Well, I guess it's not an irrational fear. Like even taking the skimmer top off the pool. Like I can't do that. You have to do that because there's definitely going to be a snake in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not irrational. I think thinking you're going to get shot opening your door where we live is irrational. But
Yeah.
I guess could it happen? Yes.
Absolutely. That's like, I just, I don't even let the kids open the door either because I'm like, oh, they open the door, somebody's going to take them or shoot them or something. And like, that's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
all right. Well, what about for me?
I don't know if you're afraid of anything.
I mean, I think we have the same rational fear.
Yeah. Anybody hurting your kids,
yeah.
It's definitely rational.
Yeah.
Or losing us. I don't feel like you're really afraid of anything. I mean, I guess there are things that you just wouldn't do because you don't want to do it. Like, going deep sea fishing would make you sick, or, skydiving, or.
Yeah, I think skydiving would probably be. It's not that I'm not scared of heights. It's just I don't see the reward there. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't equal it. Like jump out of a plane to hope that a parachute opens doesn't seem like a good time to me. Not that I'm scared to do it. I just don't see like the cost and, the way out. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
If someone was like, hey, I got to, we'll go do it today. It's free. Let's try it. They probably could talk me into doing it. But sitting here and thinking about it, I just don't. Everybody that I've talked to that has done it says they're going to do it again. But I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that too. I think I'd be more comfortable doing it if my kids were older and more like self-sufficient. I feel like there are some things that are just like risky for a mother.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's always like driving. So I don't know, it just, once your
It's
time,
unfamiliar.
it's your time. But
yes, that is what I believe. But
yeah. But if you could semi avoid it, technically, like by not being so reckless.
Yeah.
That's like driving way too fast in your car and say, like, if I die, I die. Like, you got to be able to like,
what you can
control yourself.
Yes.
I don't know if you have an irrational fear.
I don't know.
You sleep very soundly at night. Like I've never met somebody who is just so secure.
Maybe or I'm ignorant. I don't know.
I don't know. And I don't think you're ignorant. I mean, maybe slightly naive to some of the dangers of the world, but
because I think when it's my time, it's my time.
Yeah.
So I'm not. I do stress. Everybody stresses, but I don't dwell on it for the most part in general. But yeah, I don't know. We line up with a lot of stuff there, but
yeah.
All right. Well, 2 more questions. Your turn.
It's my turn.
Yep, because I get the last one.
Okay. Speaking of these fears, what was the scariest day of your life or scariest thing that ever happened to you?
Are we guessing it? I don't think we're gonna. I think we should just say our own, because I think there's a lot that has happened.
Well, I think that kind of within.
If you guess mine, I will be very surprised. You're well aware of this, and I don't know if this was like when I was the most scared, I can say. But I remember, I think about it a lot. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I could try to guess it?
Yeah.
The scariest thing that ever happened to you?
Yeah.
As when we lost Chase.
Oh, you stink.
I knew it.
Yeah.
We
didn't lose him. We were, all right. So at our old house, we had like a backyard and no fence around it. And our front yard had grass. And then it went out to a main road. And we were all playing in the backyard one day. And how old was Chase? He was able to walk. He was able to run.
Not even 2, though. Maybe no. He couldn't have been 2. Maybe he was. I don't think so.
He could walk.
I think
he could
Riley
run.
was like a newborn, maybe.
Yeah, he could get around. So it's our son. And we're all in the back playing. And we watch our kids like a hawk. But we were both working on something. And we turned around. We couldn't find Chase. So like we're like, okay, like where is he? And we're looking and looking, and we walk around to the side of the house, and we saw him running towards the main road. And like there's cars on this thing all the time. So that was probably, I ran full speed as fast as I could, and I grabbed him like 2 feet before he got to that road.
Yeah, it's so crazy how like the timing was just like, I mean, we had kind of been working on something in the the garage.
Yeah.
That was like located in the backyard for a few minutes before we like it hit us like suddenly, like where is he?
Yeah.
And if we had waited like another 30 seconds, he could have been in the road and got hit.
That was probably like, I don't know, like I said, that was like my adrenaline has never been higher than then. Like after we got him and everything, I had to like sit down and like come off that high of it.
I think about it all the time too. Sometimes I look at him and I'm like, what if we never like got him?
Yeah, because like so
terrifying.
like this front yard had like a row of trees to where a car could not see somebody going to the road. Like somebody would just pop through those trees and you'd be on this road, and these cars were going 50 miles an hour. So that was definitely, obviously that's an old house. Our new house, we have, the first thing we did was put a fence in, and it's tall. So we know where our kids are at now, but it's one of those things, luckily, obviously God was protecting our kids. But
yeah, it's amazing that like the timing.
Yeah, that's probably my biggest. Obviously, I've been scared of things in the past for sure, but anything that's involved the kids takes the cake. But
yeah, I would say that too. That's pretty much it. Like,
that's yours?
Yeah, like that was definitely like the top of mind thing that like I think about it all the time, like you said, and just like how grateful I am that like that we were able to snap back to reality and find him very quickly.
Well, that's the thing. Like when you have a kid that young and you play like tag or something, or like you chase each other and they see you and they think it's funny and they keep running and running and running. That's what it was. Like I yelled at him towards him. Excuse me. And he looked back at me, smiled, and then just like took off to the road. So I was just like he didn't understand.
It's not funny, but it's kind of funny now.
It's not. Yeah, I can still picture like seeing him, and like I don't think I've ever ran fat. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, it was so terrifying.
Yeah,
but like I mean, when Isabel's a baby, like she had the hematoma from falling and hitting her head, and then she also had the staph infection that we had to go to the hospital. So like anything that like has like really freaked us out with like the kids, or like Chase falling and hitting his head, like kids, they fall and they hit their heads and stuff, but like when you're like, oh my goodness, like terrified that they're like they've had a head trauma, like that's a very scary thing.
Yeah, fear is definitely different. Parent, not parent. Like I couldn't tell you what my fear was before having kids.
No, and like honestly, like there is no fear like for myself that compares to a fear for my child. Like all those things like that we talked about before, like whether it's snakes or sharks or whatever, like I honestly don't care, like compared to like my child being hurt or losing my child. So it's very different.
Well, we're about the same on that.
Yeah.
All right, last question. All right, you ready for this one? This is, I'm not guessing, this is for your own answer. And I can answer first if you want me to.
I have to respond with my answer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What are you looking to get out of this video series?
Oh.
So you can go first, or I can go first, whatever you want to do. She did not know this one was coming. I snuck this one in.
An unexpected question.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, I'll say for me, the point of this, a big part of it is selfishly for Jen and I to actually have time for conversation. We don't get a lot of time for conversation with 3 kids. Both, again, being real estate agents working from home. It doesn't stop. We wake up, phone calls, emails that day. If we have showings, listing appointments, whatever we have. And then the day ends. Most days we're done. Like we get off our computers at like midnight and then call it a night. So it's revolved around this. Now, yes, this is, I don't know. I guess this is work because we are talking or plan to talk about real estate stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a one-on-one time where the kids are in bed and there's no distractions. We're not on our phones. We're kind of just intimately talking and having a conversation. So maybe that's not something I'm looking to get out of it, but something I'm looking forward to doing.
Yeah.
Is, if this thing takes us 2 hours to film or whatever, that's time we get. That's, selfishly, I get to have you for that time.
Yeah, it's that definitely sounds nice. Even preparing for this, like, I've seen you get excited and have some kind of passion about getting this together and structuring it and figuring everything out. And so I think it's good. I think it would be good for us, whether it's ends up being another hobby or if it is very helpful with our jobs. I don't really know, where it's going to really end up going. But, the initial thought was that we would kind of create some like education and informational videos that our clients could rely on, or, just some fun things for you guys to get to know us a little better. So you can see our faces, hear our voices, kind of maybe gain some trust, or just get to know us and feel like we're friends before we even meet for some of you.
Definitely.
And so and then another part of it, like I said, was that we've been very private on social media for the past 10 years while we've been raising our kids. And I get a lot of people in real life ask me hey, how come you don't really share much, or we don't really see what's going on with your life or your kids, or even back when we were pregnant with our last baby, people would say, hey, when are you going to announce that you're pregnant so that we could talk about it or we could tell people? And I was like, I don't care. Go ahead, talk about it. We just didn't really feel the need to share much, and we haven't. And there's nothing wrong with, people doing that. That's fine. It just hasn't been our personality. We've been very focused on kind of the behind the scenes and building the life at home. And we haven't, felt the need to show too much or share a lot. And, now we're in a business that we really do talk to a lot of people and engage with a lot of people. And I think it doesn't hurt to show a little bit of our life and the behind the scenes and kind of what's going on at home. And I don't know where I'm going with this, really. Just
no, I know exactly what
trying
you're
to
saying.
get a relationship with our community. Beyond. In person. I'm just rambling now.
No, you're what you're saying is true. But that's the thing. We are, if it weren't for our business, you wouldn't know anything about us. We don't post anything. I am not a fan of social media and the aspects of it. So,
and this is not to be braggy at all. We're better than social media or anything like that.
To be honest with you, I don't understand a lot of it. So it confuses me and it frustrates me. So I stay off of it.
And that's why I said, pardon us, because since we've been, kind of off social media, things have changed. There have been a lot of new advancements. The technology is different. They have the algorithm now, just new tech all around, and stories and reels and lives and all those things. And we don't really know how to navigate some of that stuff on a personal level.
So basically, just what we're saying is with this series, what we're trying to do is, again, give you an insight of what's going on with us. We are trying to help people with real estate, as far as anybody who's in the process, wanting to be in the process, looking to, if you're dealing with other people or agents, just information that a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So a lot of conversations that people have that aren't out there. Or if, your realtor might not tell you, or things you just didn't think about. Because real estate is one of those things where a lot of people, they just get thrown into it, and you learn as you go through it. And I forget the percentage. It was a high percentage of the people, this is the single biggest investment they will ever make, is buying a house. and it's extremely stressful and tough. So if we can answer any questions or help out with anything, we do have some video topics and just different directions we're going to take this and things we want to touch on. But that's really our goal with it, is just to kind of be out there, be a little more personal with stuff. And if it helps anybody out, that's kind of what we're going for.
Yeah, absolutely. We just want to be helpful and be a light in the world. We want to show our faces a little bit more, kind of keep people updated on what's going on in our world, in the real estate world, in the homeschool world, in the just day to day in the Poconos, things that are happening, and things that we're seeing, changes we're seeing every day. Whether that's just life or the real estate market and the conditions and things like that.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much where we're going to wrap this thing up at. That's what I would say to expect from these videos. Again, the next video could be different. The one after that might be a little different.
We're going to try not to go so far off the beaten path, but we want to be informational and entertaining at the same time and just be ourselves. Yeah. That's really all that matters.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to reach out and, we'll do our best to answer them. But yeah, I guess we'll see you next time. Thank you guys.
Thank you.